Yo, what's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. I'm here with the new comic book day reviews for Wednesday, August 28th. This is going to be spoiler free, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so got an awesome haul today from our local comic shop, Lost Dog Comics in El Paso, Texas. Make sure to go check them out. Tell them Gem sent you. We got this awesome short box. We didn't really need a short box, but this is like one of my favorite Spider-Man posters of all time by Mark Bagley. It's an absolute Carnage short box that has that classic cover on the back or poster, and it has the absolute Carnage #1 on the other side here. Absolutely love this short box. Had to pick it up. And let's talk about the stuff that I got, what I didn't read, and what I did read, and I'll tell you why. Alright guys, first of all, we picked up this Amazing Spider-Man 300 3D reprint. We got 2 copies because I wanted one, and we're going to give one away in a gem crate. So they come poly-bagged. I opened mine out the poly bag. I put the glasses on, and yeah, it's 3D. You can see the background has 3D replaced with 300. First appearance of Venom. I'm a sucker for these kind of reprints, and it's my first time seeing a 3D one, so I picked up 2 of these bad boys. I asked my comic shop to try to find Spawn 297 for me because I had 296, and then I had 298, 299, which is the road to 300. So I know 296 and 297 are just the history of Spawn Part 1 and 2, but I kind of wanted to have them so I can have like that whole road to 300 thing. I didn't crack this open yet. I know all Spawn's history, but I just kind of wanted to have it for the collection. I do plan on doing a Road to 300 video sometime soon. Alright, these are issues that I didn't get a chance to read yet. I wanted to hurry up and kind of wrap up this video for the new comic book day reviews, and these are not really new books, but the Lost Dog did have this Web of Venom Cult of Carnage book, which is like a prequel to Absolute Carnage. We have Funeral Pyre, and this is the only other one that we were missing. I mean, we know it has to do with resurrecting Cletus Cassidy, and it has Jonathan Jameson, which is J. Jonah Jameson's son, kind of the ringleader on that. But I'm definitely going to play catch-up. The same thing goes with these 2 issues of Venom. So we did pick up Venom issue 17, and I'll talk about that here. But I've only read Donny Cates' Venom run in the 2 trade paperbacks. So it's issues 1 through 12. So I'm going to pick up 13, 14. Here's 15 and 16. And then we got 17 today. So I don't think these are written by Donny Cates. Oh yeah, it is. But anyway, I was able to read the tie-in to Absolute Carnage without these. So I'm going to hunt down those other few issues and kind of double back and get caught up on Venom. We did ask for No One Left to Fight. This is a fee book. And somebody actually sent us issue 1 already. So we just got it again. But this is the variant. But this is a Dark Horse run that independent that Fee's going to be reading, so we picked this up. Lastly, for the stuff I didn't read, Amazing Spider-Man 28. Our boy Chad Pfister from the Geminites group sent us issues 1 through 27. I think I'm on issue 12 or so of the Nick Spencer Spider-Man run. So once I finally get caught up, we'll be caught up with the issues that we're buying because I'm going to send him those back. But looks like it's the same old thing with Kingpin and Mayor Kingpin and Boomerang here. So it's funny. This run shows us why Peter Parker has a roommate in Absolute Carnage. So that was kind of cool to double back and see. All right, as far as the new books, we have Batman Curse of the White Knight Book 2. This was an enjoyable book. It kind of shows the history of Azrael and Batman going back in the founding days of Gotham, and it's you know, still playing off the White Knight run and, you know, showing implications of Jack Napier and what he was contributing to Gotham. We get some big kind of reveals in here, not for the reader, but more for the city of Gotham regarding Commissioner Gordon and Barbara Gordon. So definitely interesting stuff. We get the first appearance of a pregnant supervillain. Not going to make any spoilers, but she's pregnant as fuck. And it looks like... Oh, I don't want to spoil. So, yeah. First appearance of pregnant so-and-so. Alright, we have a new Batman Superman issue 1 that came out. I figured, hell, I need to be reading some more DC. This must be a great jumping on point. And this directly follows up the Batman Who Laughs series 1 through 7, which I have not read yet. But having read Dark Knight's Metal, I wasn't lost on this at all. And this was a phenomenal issue. I was so excited to read this. It's super cool where they're heading with this. It's kind of predictable. Like, you kind of figured they would go this route with that whole Batman Who Laughs thing. He's still the villain here, but other people are going to be the so-and-so who laughed. So very interesting. This is a variant cover, which I don't normally pick up, but the regular covers, there are two of them. There's one for Batman, one for Superman, and this one was kind of just a dope variant, so you didn't have to decide which one to pick. Very excited to see where this goes. We finally have issues 1 through 7 of the Batman Who Laughs, so I do need to jump back there and get caught up on that. Man, reading all these singles and getting caught up, and I'm falling behind on my omnibus reads, man. All right, we got House of X issue 3. Definitely love this issue. We get to see like the X-Men in action finally. You know, this is more of grounded in current times. The whole House of X stuff. The Powers of 10 is more jumping around in eras. Is it eras or eras? And we get to see an X-Men team in space, kind of like throwback Chris Claremont stuff. And it's regarding the mother mold that's orbiting the sun. And we find out that this is kind of the piece of the puzzle, right? If they can destroy the mother mold, they can destroy Nimrod and prevent, you know, Moira's apocalyptic futures, you know? I don't think it's going to be that simple. I mean, we didn't really get any conclusion here. Of course, this is not a spoiler, so I'm not going to say what happened, but it ain't looking too good for the X-Men out there in outer space. So, House of X 4 is what comes out next, and I'm interested to see what happened. That last panel was pretty crazy. All right, Absolute Carnage 2. Man, the artwork in this book is phenomenal, super creepy. It kind of doesn't really move forward as much, and it really just introduces the tie-ins that we have going on here. This is right after issue 1. They're in the jail cell with Norman Osborn, who thinks he's Cletus Cassidy, and Venom and Spider-Man are facing him as a new part of the Carnage Horde with Carnage and all their little prisoners who are now, you know, symbiote guys as well. They figure out that they got to retreat and double back, and now there's a plan. Spider-Man's going to recruit heroes to help, and Venom is going to go get villains to help. And it shows basically where each of them go. Venom goes to find, I don't know who he goes to find, but he finds Matt Gargan as Scorpion fighting against Miles Morales. And that directly leads into the Miles Morales tie-in, which we'll talk about briefly because it's brief. Spider-Man makes a call to Reed Richards, the Maker, and Reed Richards says, "You better get down here." I don't think Cletus is after Brock's ex-wife. He dug her up. That whole mass burial ground, she wasn't there. The codex got passed down through her son, so you better get down here because so-and-so is in danger, right? So that's where Spider-Man goes, and this book is more heavily towards the Miles Morales stuff, and the last panel is kind of like an oh shit moment, so we'll see what happens with that. Like I mentioned, this kind of shows that same scene with Scorpion and Miles, but it kind of, you know, gives it a different perspective. It starts off with Miles and Genki eyeing some new Jordans that cost $300. And I didn't know Genki had a man bun now. Man, he's out there playa. And basically, it plays out the same way that it plays out in Absolute Carnage 2, with not much difference from that issue to this. So this was kind of a weaker tie-in. Miles Morales was a weaker tie-in. I thought this Lethal Protectors was going to suck. Man, I absolutely loved Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors, man. We get a blast from the past, Maximum Carnage style with multiple characters. This is a first appearance here. I don't know if it's really going to be a big deal, but you have Maximum Carnage crew back together in a different way, and it's really awesome. The only kind of Lethal Protectors thing here is, I mean, Misty Knight, that she's in Ravencroft too, and basically Carnage wants to use her as like the GOAT Jurassic Park style to bring out the T-Rex kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Carnage resurrects somebody. Spoiler alert, first appearance. I doubt it's going to be a really big thing because the kind of character that this is kind of like was never that big anyway, but it's a fan favorite for me. So awesome tie-in. I was happy because the Miles tie-in was kind of weak. It was kind of like the same thing, to be honest with you. Last up, Venom 17. It ties into Absolute Carnage. Like I mentioned, you're not lost at all if you didn't read like any of the prior Venom stuff. We do get another appearance of Venom Wings. Those of you who have read the Donny Cates Venom know what I'm talking about. It was awesome. And we have the Life Foundation symbiotes attacking the Maker, attacking Reed Richards. And the Maker is super creepy in this book. You could tell Donny Cates really loves writing the Maker, and it shows. And I thought it was super creepy how he showed his head. It's all like, think the leader from like the Green Lantern movie or whatever. And he freaks the kids out, and he gets all big. He looks like a symbiote the way that he moves. And we get the the little girl from Funeral Pyre. She shows up here as part of the Life Foundation symbiotes, and that's a pretty cool scene, and it's cool to see everything tie in together. Pick of the week. My pick of the week is going to be, man, this Lethal Protectors is my pick of the week. I really like House of X as well, and it's probably a tie, but this was more surprising. I think I had really low expectations, and it's kind of how I am with the movies as well. I go in with super high expectations, and I get let down. But I really liked Lethal Protectors. House of X3 was dope too, man. It was like classic X-Men stuff going on there. And you know what we get in House of X? Maybe we'll do a breakdown for this, but it gives us the alphabet, the Krakoan alphabet, which Jonathan Hickman has been kind of giving us these messages everywhere. So I actually decoded the back here, and it looks basically like it just is a preview for House of X on one page, and then the back page is Powers of 10. Decoding the House of X, it says, "It will be done." And then the Powers of 10 one says, well, they say next, "It will be done," and then next, "Something sinister." So I guess we're going to see the Mr. Sinister stuff in Powers of 10 issue 4, and something will be done in House of X issue 4. So that's it for the New Comic Book Day reviews. I'm still getting caught up, so I'm not going to always have unread stuff. It's just that those weren't books from today, and except for Spider-Man, which I need to get caught up on. Also, I need to get Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue 9 or so, because Chad sent us the whole run for Friendly Neighborhood, for Superior Spider-Man, and for Daredevil. So, man, messing up my omnibus reading, but I'm excited to be back into the weekly comic book day hauls. It's fun. This box was a nice unexpected pickup. Really like that. Now we got an X-Men box and a Spider-Man box, and we'll fill them up. Hit that like on the way out for your boy. Drop me a comment. What were your favorite books from this week? Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you're subscribed already, man, consider hitting that join button to become a member. We have 3 different tiers that gives you all kind of perks and bonuses. We're actually filming some behind the scenes right now. Shout out to Fee.
Hi.
And stay minty fresh. Peace.